Hey YouTube, welcome back. It is Saturday. We just had a pretty major snowstorm last night. Got a couple inches. We call it major because that's what the weather service said. Turned out to be a lot less than they were anticipating. Today we are going to put the hydraulics on the Cub. It's a little cold out today, so you'll probably see my breath on camera here, but we got the heat going. So let's show you what we got to do first. Alright, so first things first is these manual lift arms are going to have to come off. Let's walk around the other side. You got to take the lift rod off here. You got a nut here. Goes back to the handle. That has to come off. We already have the new hydraulic handle put on. We got that off of eBay as I showed you before. That's all ready to go. Then we have to take this plate off. That's where the pump mounts. The lines will run through up to the hydraulic unit, which will sit here. Now, as you can see, these holes here are plugged. They're just plugged with cork. I have this one already pulled out to show you how it looks when it's out. You got to get all those out. We may have to pull a gas tank off. We're hoping that we don't have to, so we'll get to it. Alright, so now the plate is off. You can see you got the hole there. You got your gear. It only fits in one direction. You just slide it in, kind of move it around until the gears mesh up. Put your bolts in, tighten it down. Alright, so this is the hydraulic unit in here. We did have to take the tank loose. We just lifted it up enough, went from this side of the tractor to get it in. So yeah, now all we got to do is hook the shaft up to there, put the hydraulic lines on to the pump, fill it with fluid. Let's get back at it. Alright, so now we got the lines mounted. Make sure your O-rings are on here. It was the blue ones that were in the kit. You got the 2 bolts here. Tighten that down. Then it runs up behind your choke rod, your fuel line. Runs over across, and there's 3 bolts here that attach it to the block, and there's a gasket that goes into there. Then you got this big nut up here that you take out, and that's where you fill your hydraulic fluid. All that is a copper washer on there. We've got it filled up. Then you got to bleed your system out. You got to start the tractor, cycle back and forth a few times so these arms can go forward and back, and then you refill it until it starts running out of there again. We have that all done. So what we'll do is we'll start the tractor up and we'll show you how it operates lifting this plow now. Alright, so we pull out the shut off. Give her a little gas. And you have this lever here. All you do is you move it forward to lift, move it back to lower, just like that. That'll be so much easier for plowing snow with now. Well guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I was hoping to set up on the tripod, but my dad helped me out with this, and he didn't really want to be on camera, so it is what it is, guys. But it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's just a few bolts here and there. We had to take the hood off. You've got down here, you got 4 bolts. This was probably the hardest one to get in. There's 2 on each side. We had to lift up the fuel tank. We did not take it all the way off. We just took all the bolts out and lifted it up, just so we could slide the unit in. We brought it in from the far side, from this side of the tractor. It was the easiest because there's less stuff in the way on this side. But other than that, pretty straightforward. And you also have 2 grease fittings, one on each side here for these arms. Make sure you grease them up. Now we just got to watch it and see that we don't end up with any leaks. But other than that, guys, hydraulics are on it. I believe that is the last piece to actually add to this tractor that I wanted on it, because now we've got the hydraulics, we have the PTO. This one already had the electric start and battery and headlights. So pretty much this is everything that you could get on a Cub from the factory now. We do need to adjust this lever a little bit. I'd like it to maybe be sweeping more, because that's all the farther forward it goes. I kind of would like it to be maybe more in the middle, maybe not. I don't know, I'm going to try and adjust it a little bit, and all that is you've got these two nuts here on each side of the, let's see if we can get, you got this is your arm that moves, and then you got your two nuts that lock in place. I think I'll back this one off a little bit and move this one forward. We'll see if that changes anything. But other than that, guys, this is going to complete the video on the hydraulics. Glad they work. Did not have to rebuild the touch control. It does not make any noise, as you could hear. If they're bad, they'll usually growl, and you'll know. I mean, they don't sound real nice. This one makes absolutely no noise. The pump rebuild worked great. We just got to make sure now that nothing is leaking. We will watch our engine oil, make sure that doesn't start drastically going up when we run it here a few times. Yeah, so other than that, guys, that should be it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. We're going to get tire chains on, and we're going to go play in a little bit of snow maybe with this when we get some the next time. I already used the snowblower on this snowfall, so we'll have to wait until the next snowfall. We'll try it out. Catch you later, guys.